Hi, this is Simone. I'm the Zen Mommy. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel where I help people with spiritual awakening, ascension, and the healing of the mind, body, and soul. Today I don't have a tripod and I don't have a topic, so I'm down too. um, but I was thinking maybe let's talk about like whatever comes to my head right now. Well, the topic that I had, if I had a tripod, was going to be um, about the shift, and I was going to call it Shift Happens. So let's see if I can talk about that. Okay, so the reason why I want to talk about the shift is because, after the beginning of this year, um, in every spiritual community, everyone's talking about this big energy shift happen. Like more energy is coming in. Gaia is closer to ascension into 5D, and these waves of energy were supposed to be like very high vibrational. And so I want to talk about this shift because, let me tell you something. I just had my awakening a year and a half, and sometimes it's hard for me to like I wait until I see it for myself that I can resonate it, and just hearing about it I'm like, okay, yeah, I hear it, that sounds nice. There's a lot of psychics that said that the stock market was going to crash this month. Well, tomorrow is the 30th and I haven't heard anything about crashing. So when it comes to hearing things, I just kind of wait to see what I feel. And so what happened with so as this year began, what I started to notice, like between the last, I guess, moon or so, I did start to feel like ascension energies, like on a high level, like higher vibrations. And because I think that because that the energies that are coming in are like of a higher vibration, more people are awakening, and um, one of the things that happened with me during the shift, with these energies going higher, is there were see, what happens is when you're raising your vibration, okay, like you have to make room for that higher vibration. So whatever, if there's something that's existing in you that is a lower vibration, those things are going to start to come up to work out. So like for me, a couple of weeks ago, I like hit this hard issue in my personal life. I realized that I was attracting rejection, and it was a very painful situation. You should check the video, I'll link it. I talked about how I had realized as from childhood that I developed rejection because my little brother was treated bad by the foster home we were in. And so that was like a deep issue. It was a profound issue in my life because all my life, this level of rejection, watching him get rejected and me be accepted, I subconsciously punished myself. And I attracted people, everything into my reality that left me rejected, left me not feeling good about myself. And when it gets to the point of trying to move on and trying to manifest your desires, is that kind of thing, it was my downfall. Was like I was automatically, I look back and the people that I chose to bring close to me were people I pretty much knew that were going to hurt me, but it's just like sometimes I somehow subconsciously just kept sabotaging myself to have this pain. So once I realized that issue began to come up, and I went down at first because, you bring up these old things, you talk to the shadow, it's going to put you in a low vibration. But let me tell you, when I finally worked through it, when I finally worked through that lower vibration, it began to open me up, and I started to feel like more abundant energy. I started to feel like really, really happy and really positive, um, I didn't have any doubt or anything. I just started really feeling really, really good. But here's another thing that's happening that I'm noticing with this ascension shift. A lot of people, a lot of my friends or clients or people I talk to, they are experiencing, it seems to, like, especially if you're on the empath range of things, you're experiencing like this shift. The shift is kind of so powerful, but that the people who are unconscious or very 3D or not awake, there's becoming a larger separation between the two. So like if you have family members or a spouse or some toxic people in your life, this shift is going to make a difference. So you get to the point where the shift it's gonna have you at a point where you're gonna have to make a decision. Like you're gonna start seeing that there are people around me, there are people in my life that I need to what is that quote? Release all attachments that are no longer serving you. And so you'll start to see that if you keep somebody around you that keeps you in a low vibrational emotion or energy or upsets you, that's going to actually just lower your vibrations altogether. And right now, like this ascension, this energy that's coming in, we need to attach onto it and just allow ourselves to grow spiritually. And so when it comes to this shift with family members, and it's hard, like it's hard to cut off someone that it's hard to do it, but you have to look at your best interest, like what's working for you. What's, you know what I'm saying? If someone's making you feel bad, if someone's saying things that's keeping you in a negative mind frame, that's somebody that needs to be exited from your life. But it comes to a point where like, oh, it's my family member, so I just kind of have to deal with it. You know, I have to, you know, I had one friend talk to me like, I don't know what to do. I'm feeling guilty. Like then the guilt starts to come in. That's another thing that's happening. Like you decided that I need to make this stand. I have to make this shift and like raise my vibration. Then you'll feel like then guilt comes in, and I guess that's the ego saying, well, you know, that's your family. You're gonna reject them. You're an empath. What about them? They're hurting. You know, they don't know any better. And so as an empath, you start pulling on that energy about their pain, right? But the thing about this is only gonna keep you. You have to understand the ego calculates data based off past experience. The ego, we cannot let the ego guide us in this process. So when it comes to feeling guilt is not a vibration you should be resonating with. So yes, you might feel guilty, but you have to realize that everyone here is here has their own rate of evolution. You know, we all have different rates of evolution, different weights of awakening, and we may just all be here for our own different reasons, for unique experiences. And so you have to understand that just sometimes you just have to let it be. They are where they are, and they have to awaken on their own time, or whatever this experience in life is for them. And so these are the things that I'm noticing with the Ascension energies. I just wanted to share that because I was just thinking, like, you know, I've been wanting to do like energy updates, and you know, I'm new to this whole thing, you know, this channel. I'm new to learning about the Ascension energies and the moon and the phases, but as I start to understand and resonate and go through it, I'm starting to learn more. I'm trying to get more in touch with myself and my vibrations. And so I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update. It started off as I started off with no topic, but it turned into my update. Okay, so thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.